black and I play red. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing video. Now, I know these are a bit sad and blah 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 and all that, but this is quite exciting, this one. Today we're looking at Magnate, designed by James Naylor, produced by Naylor Games. This was on Kickstarter. The really interesting thing about this was the first time I saw it, it had Lego bricks and bits of paper. So we did a prototype how it plays video a while back. This is the finished copy, so it's quite exciting, really. It is a huge box, and I'm going to struggle to get the lid off. Yeah, oof. Okay. So let's have a look. This is all rather nice. It's all very neat, which we appreciate. So let's have a look at what's actually in it. So these are the player wallets to put your money in. I know there was a deluxe edition that had fancy clever wallets. This is not the deluxe edition, believe it or not. So yeah, these are like little cardboard wallets to put your money in over the course of the game. There's obviously one of them for each company. There's some extra money here that was a Kickstarter add-on. The game boards. Right, now it's been a while since we played this, so I'm a bit vague on the rules. I didn't want to play it until we've done this video. So yeah, these are the boards that will make up your city that you're going to be building up. So that's them. That's the middle one that everything else is going to go around. So that is those. Rulebook. Now, one of the nice things about this, if you'll notice, if you can't notice, there's this big yellow thing. There's actually a tutorial game that you can play through to get you playing. There's a deck of cards that takes you through everything. So that's rather nice. There's then a times table for your scoring if maths isn't your strongest suit. We've then got this, what's in, oh, two wraps. So we have got the AI board in here. It's probably really shiny because there's so much cellophane on. So you got the AI player board, and then the property market boards. There's two of these, and they're double-sided depending on your player count. So 2 players, 4 players, 5 players, 3 players. So those. Then we have a shed load of tokens that we're going to have to punch out. I hate punching tokens. So, oh, not yet. I'm not ready for that yet. So we have the company tokens. I'm going to put them to a different side because we're going to come back and look at them. We then got an alternative first player marker, but we will talk about first player markers in a minute. And then we've got these tenant tokens for the different types of buildings. There's 4 different types of buildings in this game: the green, the yellow, the blue and the red. So these are the tenant tokens for the different types of building. More tenant tokens, there's a lot of them. Then we've got our for sale tokens and our advertising tokens. I'm going to get, right, empty. Ooh, exciting. Then here we've got money, more money. I was going to say we'll probably play this with chips, but you can't put your chips in your folder, so that doesn't make sense. Let's put the extra Kickstarter money. Those are rather spangly, they've got a bit of a shine. Pop that in there. We've then got cards, risk cards, new tenant cards, and the AI deck. So that's all the smaller cards. Then we've got this is the tutorial deck. So if you don't want to watch a video, you don't want to read a rule book, you can play through that, which I know is a really nice touch. And then we have our tiles. So again, different for each of the different types of buildings. So there's the yellow ones, the red ones, the blue ones. They're all in there. Now let's have a look at the exciting bit, the actual buildings. So I'm going to move this box out of the way. I'm going to pull these out and chuck that out of the way. Right, now I was talking about the start player marker. This is actually the start player marker. I know on the prototype, James had a big digger and everyone kind of loved it. So that ended up being incorporated into the game. Yeah, it's metal. It's mostly metal. Does it move? Do the tracks move? Oh no, it's got wheels. The tracks don't move, but it's got wheels. So that's the start player marker, which is rather neat. Then we have the indicator for the crash track. I'm going to put it on here because you're not going to see it. That's for the crash track. That's rather neat. And then let's have a look at the buildings. I've got to work out how to put digger back. Digger. Oh, I'll come back to that, you know, I'm going to put it that way. Then we have the 4 different types of buildings. I'm going to look at the blue ones first. So these are the small office buildings, and then the superior office blocks. Now the really neat thing about these, going back to the company tokens, if you own one of these buildings, you're going to put your token in the top there, just to show you own it. Actually, you see it better. That's that side, isn't it? It's silly. Right? So that is the office buildings. We've then got the retail units, which again are going to be awkward because they're red. Gosh. So this is the small retail unit, and then the shopping mall. And again, your tokens are just going to slide in the top there to show ownership. That is a really nice, neat detail. We like that. So that's the red buildings. Always the reds being awkward, what can I say? Then we have the housing units. So we have the little houses and the giant flat blocks. And then lastly but not least, we have the industrial units. So we have a small industrial unit and a large one. And again, all of these, you're just going to pop your little company marker in the top there. Where did that one come from? This is going to be fun. Then the other things we have are round marker and the dice. Now I remember having a conversation with James before I played the game about why an economic game would have this many dice. He proved me wrong, which is nice sometimes. Now I've got to remember where everything went. But that's it. That is the standard version of Magnate, the First City. As I said, this has just, is currently fulfilling to Kickstarter backers. I know there's a special price on James's website, you can go and buy it basically pre-retail for slightly cheaper than it would be. So if you are interested, that's worth having a look. We did a playthrough for this a couple of years back. So I will put the link for that in the description below. But bear in mind, that's quite old now. We'll probably do another one with the fancy stuff. That's it. Magnate Versity. Available now. I'll put the link to the website down below as well, so you can go and get it at the slightly cheaper price. Magnate. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. If you did, click like, subscribe and all that. See you next time. Bye.